Delegations of foreign ministers from 27 EU member states have met outside the EU for the first time in Kyiv. Diplomats say this step shows unwavering support for Ukraine on its path to European integration.
This meeting of the Council of Foreign Ministers in Kyiv should be seen as the EU's desire to support Ukraine in all dimensions: military, in terms of ensuring peace, bringing war criminals to justice, and in terms of Ukraine's move towards becoming a member of the European Union. Josep Borrell, High Representative of the European Union for Foreign Affairs and Security Policy at the EU Foreign Affairs Council meeting in Kyiv.
According to the head of European diplomacy, Josep Borrell, the EU will continue to support Ukraine in its fight against Russian aggression. By the end of the year, the discussion will be taken on long-term financial support for Ukraine in the amount of 5 billion euros per year. In the next 3 months, 40,000 Ukrainian military personnel will complete training and education in EU countries.
The most serious security guarantee we can offer Ukraine is the EU membership. Josep Borrell, High Representative of the European Union for Foreign Affairs and Security Policy at the EU Foreign Affairs Council meeting in Kyiv. Today's meeting was also about Ukraine acquiring the status of a member of the European Union, and there was a consensus around the table on this. It is only a matter of time. Everyone is determined to move forward.
The heads of diplomatic departments of the EU countries emphasized their unwavering support for the Ukrainian president's peace formula.
Volodymyr Zelenskyy's peace formula is the only initiative that is now being seriously discussed by the international community. Other initiatives have been mentioned, but they are inactive at the moment. The only initiative that retains the interest of the international community is Volodymyr Zelenskyy's peace formula. Josep Borrell, High Representative of the European Union for Foreign Affairs and Security Policy at the EU Foreign Affairs Council meeting in Kyiv. We must actively pursue diplomatic work to involve as many world leaders and states as possible in the implementation of our formula. It is objectively in the interest of the whole world that the peace formula is fully implemented, and I am grateful to all those who have joined the related work and are helping to increase participation, in particular from the Global South.
The seventh point of the peace formula requires Russia to pay reparations for the damage caused by the war against Ukraine. Brussels is at the finishing line in the process of working out a special procedure for transferring frozen Russian assets in favor of Ukraine. Diplomats say EU foreign ministers have announced a further tightening of sanctions pressure on Moscow for its continued unjustified aggression.
We believe that there should be two key focuses in the 12th package of sanctions. Firstly, the measures to combat the circumvention of sanctions that have already been imposed. And secondly, these are restrictions that should affect the Russian defense industry, which makes missiles and drones that destroy Ukrainian cities. And secondly, there is every reason to impose sanctions against the nuclear industry.
When we are together, we are stronger. The EU has been and remains Ukraine's first ally. That's how the head of European diplomacy, Josep Borrell, summed up the meeting of the Council of Ministers of the European Union member states.
Someone is deliberately making an impression and spreading information that support for Ukraine has weakened. But don't wait. That will not happen.
The meeting of the EU foreign ministers in Kyiv is a signal to the whole world that the EU regards Ukraine as an integral part of the European project, the diplomats stressed. Brussels is ready to support the Ukrainian people in the fight against the aggressor for common European values and security for the whole Europe. Reported by Anastasia Tarnavska, Vasyl Panasiuk, Yuri Shulha, UATV News.